What's going on, guys? We're back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to sound like European rappers inside of FL Studio. I've done pretty much a lot of videos about these, but this is probably my favorite one because this preset actually suits a lot of people. And if you guys don't want to watch this whole tutorial, you can always find the finished presets down in the description, ready to download and ready to use. So before I get into the presets, I'm just going to show you guys the song without any preset turned on. So this is no preset turned on. And as you guys can hear, that shit sounds really bad, but you can see that I've stacked it 4 times. But here's with the preset turned on. Let's go. And as you guys can hear, that should sound really good, and it's inspired by Eli. It's a song called Chocolata with Jules. So here's the main preset. It's called the European preset, and it's included in the European rap bundle. We actually got the retune speed as low as 0. For this type of music, I've decided to put it at 0. Then we got the multiband compressor, and it's a pretty aggressive compressor as used in the European rap scene. We got a limiter, and it's basically a loudness control, but this is not always necessary depending on how you gain stage. And for the EQ, we have cut a bit of the low mid sections and a bit of the mids, and we boosted the highs, of course. After that EQ, we got a fruity chorus with these settings. I think it might be the default settings, just adjusted a little bit, and we put this at 20%. It's very slight because you don't want to overdo the chorus, of course. And then we have the Soundgoodizer, and I actually think that it's a pretty solid plugin. It's very frowned upon, but if you use it slightly like I've done here. And then we got the reverb right on the chain. Why I put it in the chain is because it's easier to use. So we got the reverb settings right over here, and last but not least we got the delay settings, and it's just a fruity delay 3 with a tempo sync on, and we got pretty much the wet and the dry all the way up. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the main preset. And then we're gonna go over to the ad-lib preset, and here it's a pretty simple EQ with a low cut and boosting the highs and a little bit of the high mids. And yeah, that's basically it. The other thing that is very vital to this is the convolver, which makes it sound like, it gives it a certain type of character that I can't explain, but it just sounds good. So this is the settings for it, and it's slightly turned up because this is very powerful and you don't want to overdo this. That's why it's at 6%. Then the reverb is actually the same. The limiter is also the same, but we got the Soundgoodizer and it's turned up a little bit more. And last but not least, the most important part of an ad-lib preset is that we make it that radio effect. That's why we have done this type of EQ. And we got a love filter on too, because it gives it the ad-lib effect that you want to achieve. And that's pretty much the whole vocal chain of the European rap scene. Nothing complicated. The most of it is stock plugins. The only plugin that is not stock plugins is of course Auto-Tune, but you can find it in my Discord in the link down in the description. And you might be wondering why I have so many presets on right here, and it's just because I have more control of it instead of just making separate ones. So it's basically, let's say you record your main recording with this preset, and the rest of the 3 ones you just turn the volume a bit down. So I've also done it here, but you can also do it on the mixer track, and it's pretty straightforward. If you guys like this preset and this type of music, go into the link down in the description to find it in the European rap bundle, and let me know what video I should do next, and I'm gonna get it out for y'all.